Alright, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today is a lower day. I'm going to be obviously filming it. Of course, today I did my fasted cardio. Always got to tick off that box before I do anything. This chair is so squeaky, it's so annoying. This is like the second time I've had to record it, so don't mind it in the background. But yeah, so I did my fasted cardio. About 30 minutes, just really easy, like 3% incline, or no, 5% incline, 3 speed, super light, super easy to get the steps, because you know you got to hit 10K every day. Then I made some breakfast. As you saw, what the breakfast consists of is 3 eggs, 200 grams of egg whites, and 40 grams of cheese, 3 pieces of toast, totaling to about 720, 730 calories. I'm not sure the macro breakdown, but I could put it in the comments if any of you guys have questions. And then also I'm just having black coffee, always have it just for the energy, and then just the water to hydrate. So I'm gonna eat this and watch some JJK as I showed on the like little panoramic of the setup that I'm eating on. Yeah, so season 3 came out today. I'm super excited to watch that. I still haven't finished season 2 as I picked up the show not too long ago. So super excited to watch that. It's definitely a good show. Season 2 is so peak, so definitely tap in if you haven't. But next time I see you guys, I'll be training lower. Again, I'll do a voiceover explaining why I do the exercises I do. Alrighty, here we have a lower day. So this is the lower day I've been running for the past couple of weeks. Starting off with the hinge, as my erectors are a weak point. I haven't really trained them, and my hamstrings are also a weak point as compared to my quads. So I'm doing RDLs here. I've tried a bunch of different variations like SLDLs, Smith RDLs, and honestly I just prefer barbell. I'm closing in on 4 plates here within the next 2 weeks for sure, as I've just started doing it and neurological adaptations do take place. Now moving on to leg extensions, there's 2 main things I want to mention here. One is the weight placement. Why do I have it all at the top peg? The meaning for that is to have the resistance profile best acclimated for the quads, where the quads have the best relative leverage in the stretch position of, like, the rec fem has the best relative leverage there. So that's what I'm trying to target. As you can see, it's really heavy at the bottom, then it gets super light at the top, and I just kind of fly up. Again, I want to talk about another thing, which is why I do leg extensions before a squat pattern. Personally, it just feels better on my joints, my knees, and honestly, I just feel more warm going into the squat pattern, and I feel like I could push myself harder and bring that intensity. As you can see, this leg extension is pretty valid because of that resistance profile. Next, we move on to hamstring curls. I was actually a little bit nervous for the set because I put the weight in the back. It is a pretty light hamstring curl, but it is descending, which is peak. I have, I think, 2 plates and a 10 pinned, or maybe a 5, I forget, honestly. I'll have to look at the logs. Again, I post the logs of every session I do in my Discord. Feel free to join, the link is in the description, and you can post your own logs and training clips here. Also, I did a hip press for my squat compound. This is like the Trained by JP hip press. It's super peak. It honestly is like it gets lighter towards the bottom, which is weird. But it feels really nice on my joints, like out of that stretch position. It's a little bit lighter, so it has a little bit of an ascending resistance profile, but I really like it, and I can really push myself hard on this. And you can move the seat all the way up. That's what I try to do, pretty much as far as I can go comfortably, where I need assistance actually getting that first rep out of the hole, because it's so far up on my legs that I can't even do it myself. So I think I got about 7 reps here, really pushed myself on the set, really liked it. As you can see, I just fly out. Next is some adductors. This adductor is it's mediocre in terms of how heavy it is. I've used heavier. The Nautilus one's heavy, but the lighter side is like Life Fitness. I think I have 3 plates and a 10 pinned onto this. Great set. I got 7 reps, so we're looking to utilize double progression and then move up in weight, about 5 pounds for the next week. Then I did a calf raise single leg. The main one I use is broken. As you can see in the back, actually, it's like a leg press, a pin loaded leg press, and this is and it was broken, so I had to do this one. It wasn't my favorite, to be honest. It wasn't really stable, and I didn't feel like loading up I didn't feel like doing 2 legs, like loading it up, so I just opted for single leg. But it was all right. Not the best, but now we're gonna go pose. As you can see, my friend here is about to take control of the camera, and then he's gonna put a little announcement in that we're about to go pose. But it was a great leg day, great lower day. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments.
And cut to the posing.
Baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
right, so we finished lower. It was a great session. Honestly, that leg press set was really nice. I got +2 reps. Or no, +1 rep with my boy was right there. I got +2 reps with a increase in weight of 10 pounds. Super nice, super great session. Again, let the progressions come to you. They're a byproduct of muscle growth. But anyways, the topic today I want to talk about is prioritizing your time wisely and surrounding yourself with the right people, right? So essentially, if you want to be great at something, you can't have balance to a certain degree. And what I mean by this is balance is good at times, of course. You don't want to just be a hermit and do whatever you're doing nonstop every day. But if you're someone that says, okay, I'm going to enjoy the short-term gratification, short-term benefit for a long-term suffering, it's just not worth it. Suffer now is always the way. Suffer now and then have peace later, instead of just wasting your late teens, your early 20s. Instead of wasting those years just doing nonsense. Obviously you could have balance, you could have fun, but instead of wasting those years doing nonsense, be productive, build something, build a brand, build a business. As what I'm trying to do right now is honestly get my name out there in the lifting community, because it's something I'm truly passionate about and something I want to take a step up from, and not just be a TikToker who just posts their physique, right? So build something, prioritize your time effectively. There'll be many nights when you get pulled into doing something that you don't want to do, or that you want to do, honestly, and you subconsciously know it's not beneficial for your long-term goals and your longevity. Don't do it. Just focus on your path. Again, comparison is the thief of joy. So do not compare yourself to others where they're at now, and rather just focus on your own path, prioritize your time effectively. Another thing I want to talk about is surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals. Now, especially if you're in college, there'll be a lot of people who just tend to throw their life away, whether it's partying too much, not focusing, they can't manage their time efficiently. And honestly, I'm someone who, yes, I'll like have fun with my friends, but I'm someone who really likes to manage their time and focus on what matters rather than just wasting my life. What I mean by this is, yes, you could have fun, but prioritize people who are also focused on similar goals. Doesn't have to be the exact same thing. Like I have a friend who is starting his own like trading thing. I have friends who are looking to build a business, an app together at college. If you surround yourself with 5 millionaires, you'll become the 6th. If you surround yourself with 5 drug addicts, you'll become the 6th. And my phone just fell. Hold up. This is like a chalked angle. Hold on. Okay. Hold up. Yeah, so what I was saying, if you surround yourself with like-minded individuals, phone almost fell, you will become someone greater than you could have ever dreamed of, because you guys are always striving to do better. Again, circling back to that whole balance, the whole theme, if you want something bad enough, balance won't even be a factor. What I mean by this is you won't have to struggle between picking one thing or another, and you'll know what's right for your longevity and your long-term goals. Don't be someone that says, oh, I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have done that. Be someone that said, okay, I locked in at this point in my life and look where I'm at now. Like, don't be on the sideline, just watching life pass you by when you could have been prioritizing better things, using your time better. Your time is the only resource that expires. It's constantly ticking. It passes you by even when you don't know it. So prioritize your time efficiently and effectively, and you will become the best version of yourself that you could literally be.
Alrighty guys, I'm doing some steps right now, but I just wanted to record the outro of the video that I just filmed, the lower day. I hope you guys enjoyed. 2 things I want to say real quick is check out the Science-Based Lifting Discord in the description. It will always be in the description, along with my socials and codes. Longo one on Bucked Up, wearing it right now. Yeah, so tap into that if you haven't already. We're building a community where we could talk about training, science-based training, any type of training really. We could critique physiques, give tips, pointers, so we can all progress at our fastest potential. And lastly, if you have any suggestions of video ideas or anything in general, just leave them in the comments. I'll be sure to reply to as many as I can. I hope you guys enjoyed. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.